Listen, we're back here again talking to you guys about this young lady, Jessica, and I'm asking this key question. When will you take accountability for your behavior? Darling, you are one of the baby mothers. When will you take accountability for your behavior, darling? Listen, I'm not mad at it. Listen, I understand. Listen, old girl, you know, she needs to go through her healing stage, and she actually put a little, I'll read it out to you guys what she said, but I want to know, when are you going to take accountability for your healing behavior? Right? When are you going to take accountability for the fact that you made choices? When are we going to take accountability for the fact that, you know what, you should have never been there? He had baby mothers before you. He's had baby mothers after you. Why is it that you believe that he was going to be faithful, sound, loving, caring in the course of a relationship? We appreciate you for coming out and telling us, though, because we need to know. But still, when are you going to take accountability for your own baby? Anyway, she says, recently model Jessica White took to social media to speak about her past relationship with Nick Cannon in a lengthy post. Now she has shared more about her experience dating a mogul and explained why it was emotionally abusive for her. During an interview with Page 6, Jessica said, I went through an emotionally abusive relationship, and everybody goes through it. I'm just the first person in Hollywood to talk about it and not to try and make a pretty picture of it. I don't want to be perfect. Okay. As previously reported in posts shared on her Instagram, Jessica spoke about healing from her breakup with Nick after they had dated for several years. However, she told Page 6 that she later had regrets about the social media post. Okay, I probably regret that because I should have saved that for the effing book and got paid, she said. At the moment, Nick Cannon has not spoken out publicly in response to Jessica's recent comments about their past relationships. Maybe I'll do another video where I'll click on her actual interview and talk about what she actually said. But the reality is this: two things stand out to me. Number one, you know, you're talking about him being necessarily in an emotionally abusive relationship. Hey, I understand. You know what? Being in a relationship with somebody who just wanted to use you as a womb is mad to me. But you wanted it to be the case, right? Now, of course, let me not say that, because she might have said that he lied to her. Okay, all right. He might have said that she might have said that he lied to her. But I wanted to say I don't know that yet. Let's go on the premise that he didn't lie to her, right? And you can see that there were other baby mothers that he's got, that he's dealing with. And you allow yourself to become one of those baby mothers. And unfortunately, she lost a baby as well. So, you know, you allow yourself to become one of those baby mothers. And then you see the other women that he's dealing with. It's like, why would you want to put yourself in that position? Do you know why? Because the same reason how you ended the comment or the paragraph that you had about, I should have saved this for my book so I can get some freaking money. It's the same reason why you were in the same place with Nick Cannon in the first place. The money. It's the money. It is the money. The money is the problem. Yeah, and the money has become your idol, and because it's become your idol, it became a reason why you would actually allow yourself to be in a situation like this with Nick Cannon. Where was the love? Where was the care? Where was the appreciation? Where was the monogamy? Where was the marriage? Where was the ring? Where was all of the conversations about our future long-term plans in terms of us being in a relationship and not just having you as a womb for him to impregnate? Where was that conversation? Right? So I get it. I hear you, sis. I understand what you're talking about. And for anybody listening as well, I totally understand. There are men out here who are absolute bastards. And there are men out here who carry a sign on their head saying they're bastards, and you still go for them, and then you expect sympathy. We're not going to give that to you. What we are going to say to you is accountability. Okay? I've been talking about Nick Cannon for the past 2 years, and I've been saying about his behavior is absolutely atrocious. And it's not emotionally loving for any of the women when they have several children, and he can't even provide emotional care for all of them. I've been saying this, and that we will hold him always accountable for. He ain't going to get away with it for free. We ain't going to let him go scot-free. No, not around here, baby. But what we are going to say is that for you too, you got to hold yourself accountable. It's okay talking about Nick Cannon in all your posts, but what did you do? Why were you there? Why were you allowing yourself to be in such a position with somebody who had many baby mothers already? Why? Why? Well, I want to be with somebody who can't even give it a significant time of day, because he's out here in the streets with other women too and having babies. He clearly didn't have enough time for you. Why would you want to accept it? Because the money and the lifestyle, the provision is what spoke to you. What is your priorities, Jessica White? What are your relationship priorities? Is it just that the financial gets taken care of? Because if that is the case, then Nick Cannon will always be somebody, and some others who are like Nick Cannon will always be number one. But if you value, above all things, somebody who loves, cherishes, cares, kind, compassion, dignified, and integrous in the way they behave towards not only you, but in terms of their character and how they handle other people, and then you can add on money and add on maybe the lifestyle and status, then you might have a different result. Stop looking at the provision of the finances as a way to say, I can let certain things slide and go. And actually start putting on the pedestal things that are talking about the person's character and their values and attitudes, which are far more greater and important for long-term relationship success. But if you don't value that, by all means, go ahead where you're going. But don't come on my screen and start crying and complaining about Nick Cannon when he's been showing you who the heck he is. But I appreciate the fact that you outed him, because it means we have further evidence to say that his behavior was absolutely shambolic, or we're talking about him having multiple kids. We knew that already, but you just confirmed it. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification uploads. We appreciate you. Stay locked, stay loaded. We'll see you again very soon in a few hours. Much love.